Bloody g'day, guys. Am I extra excited today? It's been a long time between drinks, but there's good reason for that. This is the first ever video I'm shooting from the Basin studio on my own gear on my brand new Sony FX30 camera. Yoo! Alright, you bloody legends. For those of you who know me, g'day and welcome back. And for those that don't, I'm Kade. I'm Kade from KadeTurner.com. I'm Kade from the Basin podcast. I'm a session bassist and educator, and I've been a bassist for coming on to 26 years now. I'm an absolute audio and visual nerd. I put everything I have from my whole heart and soul into my work. I'm a hired gun for originals and covers projects, and I'm available for session and stage work, or of course education work via Zoom and Starlink in this studio, or face-to-face. And I've helped bassists all over the world the last few years develop their technique, tone, timing, theory, musicality, understanding of the instrument as a whole, understanding of audio production, and of late I've dove into the mentoring world, which has been unbelievably rewarding. I never saw myself doing that part of KadeTurner.com in 2018 when I first launched it, but hey, here we are, and it's bloody sick. I'm insanely passionate about what I do as a musician. I'd like to think this shows all throughout KadeTurner.com and especially through my videos on YouTube. I've spent many years working as a rigger in construction for a day job, and it just tore me into two, to the point that I left that industry early this year to pursue what I believe in, and that is pushing myself to be the best bassist that I can be and the best educator, and to create killer tones and to pass that knowledge on to you bloody legends all over the world. Whilst a lot of my work comes from doing covers and teaching technique, I do offer tuition in gig preparation and really understanding your gear and ultimately saving you thousands of dollars of buying something to discover it might not be what you want, and to be able to offer a professional service where I know what the fuck I'm talking about. There is no guesswork here. There's no guesswork with me. I know what I'm doing. I'd like to think I'm good at it. The positive feedback I've had around the world since 2018 in launching KadeTurner.com has actually been overwhelming. And for that, I am seriously humbled and thankful. I'm gathering a nice group of Google reviews, which have all been positive. So thanks, you freaking legends, for that, because it's been amazing. And if any of the things I've mentioned before resonate with you, please reach out via the social platforms or the contact forms or buttons on KadeTurner.com and get in touch. Let's work together. I love meeting new people. I've mentioned it before, but I'm insanely passionate about this. I'm borderline obsessed. What I'm going to start with is going back to the start in 2018, in December, when I launched KadeTurner.com with my first ever video, which was a cover of Phil Collins' Something Happened on the Way to Heaven, filmed in this house, not in this studio, but in my own bloody lounge room. In 2020, I released a cover of Pantera's I'm Broken. Now, I filmed that out on my back deck in this bloody house, in the Basin. Yeah, the tone was great. The tone is great. The playing, in my opinion, is great. But the work behind the video is how I was able to get here today in 2025. Like, this is mind-blowing. Little did I know that it would take off the way it has. And that eventually helped land me at the Warwick HQ in Germany in Markneukirchen. I'm sorry, guys. I never ever knew how to pronounce that properly, so apologies. But it's nothing new. You had to chuckle at that years ago. But it landed me in Germany in 2023 to go and pick up my custom Corvette bass. While I was there and received it in person off Nico, the CEO of Warwick Basses, I was lucky enough to do some live playthroughs with that bass and some demos of Warwick's amazing basses, which are on their YouTube. I mean, the Corvette videos are on my YouTube channel as well, but the demos through my website are on their YouTube. And I'm lucky, I'm privileged, what an honour. I learnt so much from that experience, and those guys were just awesome to me through that period. So cheers, Warwick, you've been awesome in helping me grow and move me towards where I'm heading now. And that's just something I honestly feel forever appreciative of and honoured that I had that bloody opportunity. A friggin' Skippy from bloody Traralgon over there in Germany demoing some friggin' high-end Warwicks. I don't know, pretty bloody awesome to me, eh? When I was in Germany, HP from Warwick Basses, the founder, asked me personally, as we were at the dinner table, why did you start your channel? And this really got me thinking about who I was and what I was doing and what I wanted from it. And the reason is to grow as a bassist and to have a channel that I think Australia lacked, which was a one-stop shop for all things bass. For now, this is centered around how I got here. I want to raise interest and let you guys know this is what I do. I can't be any more raw and real than I'm being. Just setting up this studio alone is a testament to how dedicated I am to pursuing KadeTurner.com. Over the journey, I've had amazing help and assistance from Bass the World, Gregor, you're a legend, Raoul, excuse my accent, from Bass Musician magazine has been amazing. Colonial Leather from here in Victoria have just been epic, and I use their straps and they've given me custom straps and stools and all sorts of stuff. I went and thanked them personally at the guitar show in Melbourne for that earlier this year. DR Strings, who I've used for years. I bloody love you guys. Thank you for the continuous feedback. On my website, I've dedicated the DR Strings logo with a button to take you guys directly to the DR site where my player profile is. Being affiliated with those guys is pretty bloody awesome, especially for this skip from Traralgon. Warwick Basses, you know, I got so many views and comments and different levels of attention from working with you guys over the world that's a privilege and an honour. John from Ambertech, thank you for being the liaising point for me with Germany in Australia. And RockBoard, who I also have my artist profile featured on my website with a clickable button that goes straight to that takes you to my live pedal board, which I'm bloody proud of. Throughout KadeTurner.com, I've often felt early days that it was story time. It was about establishing myself, finding my voice, sharing my brand, showing you guys what I can do. And it was only till a year or two ago when I did come back from Germany and a dear friend of mine, Jimmy Maruda, said to me, now you need to step into your own confidence, your own power, understand that you can do this, that you can sustain this and make your channel more interactive. So that's what I'm encouraging. It's an open book. I've been so transparent about how hard this has been from the start. You've only got to watch my doco story, how I got started playing bass on my YouTube channel, that reveals part of how this journey happened. I feel really good mentally and in my soul to deliver this message, to be interactive, and to ask you guys, please hit me up. Please reach out. Let's work together. Whether it's session work, tones, recording, setting up a studio, mentoring, technique, theory, musicality, learning how to slap, understanding how to route your studio, how do DIs work. Let's get into it, guys. I'm bloody keen as mustard. I could talk shit about this for hours. It's literally become my job. I don't mind a bloody yarn. So earning a living doing it, kinda to me, makes a bit of bloody sense. Yes, I'm pushing myself, but let's get you bloody legends leveling up in your bass game. Life's a short journey, and for me, I've taken the path of heart and soul, which is playing those bloody strings. So I had this crazy idea to start this channel. Well, how the fuck do I start it? So I called every videographer that I knew at the time. Some wanted to work with me, some didn't. Because I'm a perfectionist, some would say a bit of a OCD nerd, but I don't mind that because I'm hoping this translates through my work. I give a shit enough to do this properly. I found myself paying for people to show me how to use Prem Pro, like Adobe's Prem Pro. I was stressed out. I was over my head. I didn't know how to set a project up. I didn't understand camera work. I didn't understand lighting, and I lost thousands of dollars doing this, and I mean fucking thousands. Yes, I've got a lot of content out. Yes, I think it's at a high level, but guys, this did not come easy or cheap. I'm not necessarily saying that you should go down this road, but this is the road I had to take, and it fucking, took its toll and drove me nutty, but look where we are now. I kept going. I kept bloody going, and I want you guys to do the same. I've worked with a lot of different videographers on a lot of different projects, different bands, clips, and what I've found is the people that know what they're doing and take the time to learn their gear deliver good work. The film crew for Warwick in Germany are some of the coolest people and videographers that I've ever met. And I learned so much over there, purely just about how to deliver this level of content. I don't necessarily have to try to be authentic, that's just me, but translating that through a lens, I had to really find my feet and work with hundreds of different people over the years, including band members. I don't mean hundreds of videographers, but just so many different people over the years to learn what does and doesn't work, and to put all of this work and knowledge and time and effort and money to build this studio up to bloody do this. This is my first own proper 4K recorded video, and I bloody love it. I bloody love it. I had such a bloody love for expressing myself through kadeturner.com that when I was working my day job, it crippled me. It fucking destroyed me because I couldn't create. And I had all these ideas in my head and I would just tiz out going, how can I do this? I'd have to book in a film crew. I'd have to set it up. We'd have to line everything up on the day. And I had so many ideas and hundreds of notes across my MacBook or iMac or phone or page notes, of podcasting ideas or video ideas or covers. And it was just killing me because I didn't want to do this at a mediocre level. Part of pushing myself is doing this at the highest level I possibly can. In my experience with bass playing and music, you're either bloody doing it and you're all in, or someone's gonna bloody overtake you. You know, you've got to be pushing and working hard with where you're at. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean 1 million views per video for me. As I stated early days with KadeTurner.com, this was about pushing myself to the best level that I know how. And as a 41-year-old, I can promise that I have dedicated everything I have to this project and to making myself a better bass player. I mean, yes, I am quite a humble person. I'd like to think for the most part I always have been, but it is nice to sit back and read the comments on YouTube. I woke up this morning to fresh comments from my cover of Tool's The Grudge, and people were genuinely interested, and I would say borderline blowing out on the parts and the tone, and I sincerely thanked them because there was 18 months of writing that went into that video and perfecting it to be able to play it and to be able to sit down and get it right, you know, with the audio and the camera is pretty bloody hard. It took me a lot of work, but I'm glad I did that. So I found my feet in pushing myself. There may always be someone above you. There may always be someone below. But for me, I draw inspiration from pushing myself as hard as I can. And every video that gets edited by me gets the best treatment possible. Now, it was always about building this room up to a point to where I can do this, and it has to feel right. Everything has to be bloody right. I can't stress that enough. You can't just get on a podcast and talk shit and think it's going to be awesome and you're going to be interesting if you're fucking not. Let's face it. So I've had positive feedback from the Basin podcast. Thanks, you legends. I've put my blood, sweat and tears into that as well. And I'm lucky that I have the mindset to do that. I enjoy the work. Do I enjoy losing money and being frustrated? Fuck no. But it's all part of it. It's how you gear yourself up to keep going. And that's the message I'm conveying here. From the start, this hasn't been easy, but look where we are. I reckon this shot looks bloody sick. So as always, thanks so much, you bloody mad dog, sexy fucking legends, for all the support that I've had for KadeTurner.com since day one. I mean, when I get off stage, I get comments like, your playing was so clean, your tone was great, the way you present yourself, how you articulate through your shows and playing is great. To me, I'm honoured. I'm so appreciative. Those words will never get old to me. If you want to support me, book a lesson, book a mentoring lesson, book a chat, book a tone lesson, book a theory lesson, buy some tabs off my website. Subscribe to my mailing list, subscribe to my social platforms, share it to your friends, because I'm in the midst of making courses and they're already halfway there, the first few. And just a little spoiler teaser, one of them's about live sound and one of them is about how to set up a bass. Two things that I am so bloody passionate about, and I've put a lot of work into both of those courses for you guys to be able to purchase with a free video chat with me about each course. So you're not left in the dark. This is very interactive. I'm here. I'm the mastermind behind KadeTurner.com. So that's how I ended up getting my first Sony FX30 camera and the Sigma lens, the tripod, the bloody Rode NTG5 mic and the boom stand and the lighting setup and the LEDs and the Nan tube light and the bloody LED behind me and the acoustic treatment in this studio, and just non-stop obsessing, living and breathing about KadeTurner.com to give you guys a bass platform. And I've really enjoyed this journey. I'm thankful. I'm going to give it everything I can to keep going. I bloody absolutely love yous. I sincerely mean that. Catch ya.